Is this thing on? Word. So what, we get drunk. So what, we smoke weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out. That's how it's supposed to be.
Cause you know I'm high as fuck.
Young and wild and free.
So what? I keep them rolled up, sagging my pants like.
So we've had it all before. Live young, live wild, and live free. It's the anthem for carefree living, right? Staying out late, taking risks, chasing experiences without second thought. And honestly, who doesn't want to live that idea? There's a certain magic in living in the moment, feeling incredible, and not worrying about the future. But here's the thing, every choice we make, no matter how wild or free, comes with consequences. Today we're going to try and dive into what it really means to live young, wild, and free. Why it's important to embrace that freedom, but also how to balance it with the reality that decisions have ripple effect. Let's start from the start. But why does the idea resonate so deeply? When you're young, life feels limitless. The world is a playground, and the rules, they're just suggestions, right? There's something incredibly freeing about being able to say, why not, and just going for it, right? Think about the adventures that make the best stories. Those road trips with friends, trying something completely out of our comfort zone, or dancing and acting the fool like nobody's watching, even though someone definitely is, and they are probably recording it for TikTok or Instagram or any other social media that's out there popping right now. But this freedom isn't just about fun, it's about growth. It's in those wild, spontaneous moments that we learn about ourselves, build resilience, and create memories we'll carry forever. There's actually some science behind why we love living freely. Experts talk about autonomy, the ability to make our own choices, as one of the key ingredients for happiness. When you feel in control of your life, you're more likely to feel fulfilled. And let's not forget about dopamine, that thrill you get when you try something new or take a risk. It's literally wired to make you feel good about being adventurous. But here's where we have to hit pause and talk about the flip side. Because while it's amazing to live in the moment, it's easy to forget that every action has a consequence. Let's take financial freedom for instance. It's all fun and games until you wake up one day and realize you maxed out your credit card, your account is in red or zero, on festival tickets, parties you attended, late night Uber Eats orders. You guys have been doing it, so you know what I'm talking about. Or even relationships. Being wild and carefree is great, but if it means neglecting the people who care about you, that freedom starts to feel a little hollow. Ever stayed up partying only to regret it the next morning? When you had an 8 a.m. meeting, or you missed an appointment, or you woke up with a hangover? Exactly. Those are the moments when life gently reminds us that every choice comes with a price tag, and some of those price tags are really expensive. How do we embrace the beauty of living freely while still mindful of the consequences? It starts with understanding that freedom and responsibility aren't enemies. They're actually partners. Living young, wild, and free doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind. It means making choices that feel authentic while keeping an eye on the bigger picture. I'm not an expert, but I can tell you this for free. Here are a few tips for making the most out of your freedom without future you face palming at a past decision. If you never thought about it, now would be the time. Set boundaries. Freedom doesn't mean saying yes to everything. Sometimes saying no is the ultimate act of self-respect too. Think 2 or 3 steps ahead before making a big decision. Ask yourself, how will this impact me tomorrow or in the near future, like next week, next year? You see where I'm heading with this, right? Number 3, invest in experiences, not just thrills. Adventure is great, but make sure you're also building relationships, skills, and memories that will stand the test of time. Number 4, you definitely have to learn from your mistakes. I'm pretty sure most of us have. And let's be real about it. You're going to mess up. We all do. But the key is to learn from those moments and use them to grow. Here's the thing about living young, wild, and free. It's not just about the fun, but it's about the lessons as well. The thrill of taking risks, the joy of making memories, and yes, even the regret of mistakes. All of it plays a role in shaping you for the future. Just take a brief moment to reflect. What are the ones that taught you the hardest lessons? Both are valuable and both are part of the journey. Earlier I did talk about looking at the big picture. At the end of the day, life is about balance. It's about giving yourself permission to live fully, while remembering that the decisions you make today ripple into tomorrow, shaping the life you're building. And that's the absolute beauty of it. When you live with intention, you can have the best of both worlds. The freedom to be young, wild, and free, and the wisdom to navigate the consequences with grace. So what about you? What does living young, wild, and free mean to you? Have you had moments where you embraced the thrill and later faced the consequences? If you don't mind, share those stories in the comment section. I would love to hear them. And as usual, thanks for being a part of this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.